What's up, guys? My name's Curtis, and welcome to 5 Minute Finance, where I take personal finance topics and explain them to you in 5 minutes or less. Building wealth is something that just about every single person on the planet wants to become very good at. I have some good news for you. Building wealth is incredibly simple, but the bad news here is it is also extremely difficult to do. That might be a little bit confusing and counterintuitive, so let me explain what I mean through somewhat of a parallel example. Everybody knows the way in which you become physically fit is quite simple. You just need to eat healthy and regularly exercise. But even though it's a very simple concept to understand, being physically fit is extremely difficult simply due to the consistency that's needed. You could eat great and work out 5 days per week, but if on the weekends you eat waffles, pizza, ice cream, drink a lot, you basically just undid all the hard work throughout the week. So again, in general, everybody knows kind of what they need to do to become physically fit. It's just very difficult to do. But how does that relate to personal finance? Well, the great Dave Ramsey believes that winning with money is 80% behavior and only 20% head knowledge. Similar to becoming physically fit, working towards financial fitness is pretty simple, and most of us already know what we should be doing, we just struggle with the execution part of it. Live on less than you make, pay down your credit cards, invest your money so that it works for you, and don't go further into debt to buy things you don't need with money you don't have to impress people you really don't care about. One more time for those of you that didn't hear it. Don't buy things that you don't need with money you don't have to impress people that you don't care about. So if it's so simple, why isn't every single person walking this planet very wealthy? Well, it pretty much comes down to discipline. We live in a society that pushes consumerism so hard that it almost feels like a basic human right to get that new iPhone every single fall. We live in a world where if you tell people you bought a $5,000 car in cash, they shun you and say you made a bad financial decision and should have bought that $30,000 brand new car on an 8-year loan. We are constantly sold luxurious lifestyles that we think will make us happy, but in reality, retail therapy never works. The constant pursuit of new, fancy, fun items is what makes building wealth so difficult. It's much easier to swipe your credit card at the register for that brand new gaming console than it is to put that same $500 away into a Roth IRA. It's much more fun to lease a brand new car every 2 years than it is to drive a 5-year-old used car that you bought in cash. Similar to the person who diets 5 days per week and destroys their progress on the weekends, a few bad financial decisions can really derail your wealth building journey. Racking up student loan debt for a degree in underwater basket weaving is going to leave you really struggling to pay your bills for many years to come. Buying a $30,000 car on a $30,000 salary is going to drastically put you behind long term, even if today you feel wealthy because you're driving that brand new vehicle. I'll say it once more, building wealth is extremely simple, but it can also be very difficult given all the different influences that we have on our lives. If you've made it this far, I just want to sum up how truly simple it is to build wealth. By far the most important thing you can do is to just live on less than you make. In addition to that, pay off high interest debt, invest a good portion of your income, and don't go into debt to buy stupid things you don't need. If you just do those things, I guarantee you'll be in a better financial spot than 95% of the people that you come in contact with. If you guys enjoyed this video, it would really help me out if you gave it a thumbs up, and if you're new around here, consider subscribing and hit that notification bell for more personal finance videos in the future.